Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. So I did some decorating, and what I had planned was there were some spawners in the Twilight Forest. I lost all my waypoints, so I'm going to have to go find some more, but I was going to bring some bad guys here and put them in the little glass cages. Well, initially I was going to make a molten redstone tank and an ender juice tank, but for some reason the Zycraft tank was not forming and it kept glitching out. It was jacking up my inventory and I had to disconnect and reconnect about 15 times, so I said forget it. What I ended up doing was I just made a couple of railcraft tanks in here. They are 5 by 5 by 5. They hold about 2,000 buckets. And I'll mention this now. It's kind of warmer today, so it's getting warmer here, and my computer fan has spun up a little bit, and it's kind of a nuisance for me. But hopefully it doesn't record and not filter out when I run my noise filter. So I've made a couple of transposers and crucibles, and what I want to do is I actually want to automate tesseract and conduit. I've automated just about everything else that I need except those, and I've already got patterns for the tesseract frame. You see I have a pattern for that. I've got patterns for all the tesseracts. What I've been doing was I would make the frame, go take it, and then put it back into the system so that this recipe could use it. But I'm sick of doing that. If I want one of these, I want to be able to just click it and go. I'll have to make the conduit recipe at a later time. I just wanted to get the liquids all set. And I actually am going to need a couple of tesseracts to do that. So there's a conundrum. I have 2 liquid tesseracts, and I guess what I can do right now is let me just make 2 more of these, and I'm not sure if I have any juice in here right now. I don't, but I could throw some pearls in there. Now I'm going to put a switch on these guys, on the crucibles, because Sam has just recorded his episode. Basically what he did was, we have an ender chest for all the items that we need from the grinder. He threw steak in here just for the hell of it, and string for frames. How it works is, there's a storage bus on each, and on the other end, when I take something out of here, the AE system puts it back in, and when it drops below a certain level in the AE system, it kicks on the slimes so that it has more slime balls to give the ender chest. And I can tell you about it now. We've had it for a while, but he just recorded his episode, and his will go online before mine, so it shouldn't be a problem. So let me grab this other frame. So I'm going to set switches on the crucibles because, well, I don't want them to run all the time, because then that mob grinder is going to be on all the time, and I don't think that's good. So let's do 2 of those. Boom. There we go. So I understand that I could put the, what did I do? I hollowed out a little room down here. I had initially started coming this way, and then I thought, you know, I have ME cable over here. Why don't I just run some conduit? What I'll probably do is I'll set, for now I'll put a transposer and crucible together, and then I'll set the excess to go to the tanks, because I want to fill up the tanks just because. Also, I hope we get to this episode. This one will be pretty easy. I got a refined bee, which gives us petroleum propolis, If you squeeze this, each one is a half a bucket. So this is 22 buckets of biofuel. Not bad. So I haven't been using that much biofuel recently since I've been running the quarry with an energy bridge and an ultimate hybrid solar panel. But I figure if I turn off the other thing, totally disable the redstone cell, see how much biofuel we get from that set of bees, and maybe it'll keep up. I don't know. So let's see. Let's put these guys together. We'll put them right here, and we'll give it a couple spaces, and right there. And let's see. Magma crucible for me goes on the left, and the transposer goes next to it. The thermal expansion guy, same thing basically, because the default output for this is on the right. So you can also make it go to, I think that's the back, right? No, that's the back. That's the top. So I can actually have the redstone stuff go in here and out the back at the same time. Same with this one. So all I need to do is throw a couple of export buses on top of the crucibles. And I think I'm going to need a couple of interfaces also. At least 2. And I probably should have gotten cable, but not that big of a deal. And then we'll do interface here. And let's make this side like that. So that an import bus can pull our tesseract out of there. I really like using routers for that, but I don't want to overuse them. Alright, so all I need to do is hook this up now. I think I'm just going to run ME cable down instead of running it across, because that can get kind of crowded. Hopefully I have enough of it. That's not the right stuff. Alright, and then this one will go up and over. Let's see, and we need one over here and one over here. Excellent. So I don't have any enderpearls on me. I can run the redstone all the time. That's not a problem. But the enderpearls, I don't know how many I have in my system. Obviously I have more than one ender chest full, but I'm not sure if the export bus will actually pull from the ender chest up there before it pulls from the main system. So let me get a lever while we're at it. And we'll tell this guy only work with a high signal. And we'll just put it there on the left. I kind of went overkill with the iron plates, but we have a lot of iron, so that's not really a problem. So we'll do ender pearl. We'll move stacks. We've already got it, but nothing is happening because we don't have a switch on. Is that why nothing's happening? Oh, that could be why nothing's happening. There it goes. Did it light up when it started? Yes, it did. Alright, so we got that. Now it's off. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that switch worked. And if we got power over here. Yep. Now hopefully the power grid coming in here is enough to support all of these machines. We are still filling up, and we are using... Oh, I forgot how much these use. Yikes. Oh well, that's alright. I'll give it more engines if I need to. So let's pop a tesseract here. I'm going to make this a private frequency. I'm going to call it Ender Juice. I don't know what frequency to make it. Let's make it 835. Yeah, we'll make it 835. We'll add it. Send only. Set it. This one, I already have one for redstone. It's 850. So we'll set that. I forgot how little you get from redstone. That one has much more. Alright, so now all we need to do is go put these on our tanks over there. See, and I want this one to be redstone. Receive only. Set. So beautiful. Alright. And this one will be the Ender Juice. There we go, look at that. Now, I wanted these initially, I wanted them over here. I was just going to make a bunch of tanks and fill it up with colored liquid. But, like I said earlier, it didn't work out. So now, all we need to really do is take our tesseract thing, and we need to make a pattern for the, well, I'm going to need one of each. We're going to need to make a pattern for the attuned tesseract thing. The one that has the ender stuff in it. So we're going to have to fill one up. And this is one of those things where you say craft it and then you walk away, because it does take a few minutes for this thing to go. I bet my bus took it out. That's okay. That's what it's supposed to do. Alright, so we need to do this guy, we need to do this, and that, and then make a pattern. And then we need to put that in the interface. There we go. So now if I go up here, well, I'll tell you what let's do. Let's take out this guy, and let's say we just want to make one liquid tesseract. I do begin, and it should make the frame and send it to here. It might have to make hardened glass or something. No? What's happening? Maybe it finished? Nope. Currently crafting, but maybe it doesn't know what it's doing. That is set. Oh. I saw it flash in there. I don't think I had the top set correctly. It was yellow. Same thing for that one. Okay. That's important. So we have that guy now. And it sent it to the wrong spot. So let's do this again. Now it should be in there. Yep, it's working. So I'm going to do the redstone energy cell basically the same way. I'm not going to do it right now. I don't think I have... I do have a pattern for that. But I think what it does is it takes the filled frame and then just puts all the pieces together. Let's see if we can see it in here. Yeah, it takes the full energy cell frame. So I have this pattern for the energy cell frame. So I guess I could do that right now. Give me one of these. Actually, give me two of those. And that's an easy recipe. And then what we'll need to do is throw this one in here, just like we did the other one. We'll let that fill up. And while we're doing that, I'm thinking I need to put my squeezer somewhere. Let's put it over here out of the way. And I'm going to need to make another couple of sets of tesseracts for this thing. Because I'm going to have to send this into the biofuel tank. Alright, so give me one more piece of conduit. I should just say it like I'm from the South. Give me one more piece of conduit. So we'll just hollow out a little area. And I'm going to say it again. I wish I knew the full potential of AE before I started messing with it, because this would have been much easier to do if I'd known ahead of time, and I wouldn't be like adding this here and this there and this here and that there, and so everything is just kind of thrown in here right now. So give me one more export bus. And we'll put it on top, not there. Probably not going to have enough cable. So for now, I'll just connect it like that. And then afterward, I'll run it up and around. But basically, I want that to squeeze all that propolis, all of this stuff. And that should be coming in there. And then, like I said, each one of these is a half a bucket of biofuel, which is pretty cool. So you could run everything off of just bees. And in that process, I also got some oily propolis somewhere. I thought I had more than that. I don't know where it went, but that might be it. No, I'm not squeezing, or I'm not doing anything with the comb. So I've got all these combs. So if I ever decide I want to do anything with oil, I can squeeze those or centrifuge them and then squeeze the propolis. So we're going to fill this thing up with biofuel pretty quick like. But basically I'll just throw a tesseract on it, and what I'll probably do is I'll put it down here on the end of this one, and then just let it pump into the tank. Let me see how I'm doing on time. About 20 minutes. So let me make this pattern for the redstone thing. That's what I need. So we do that here, that there, and pattern. And then that's all I should need to do, because I've got the other two patterns in there. So let's put this guy right here, and we'll see what happens if we try to make a redstone energy cell. So I've got this, the cell, I've got the full frame and the empty frame. So let me just go ahead and try to make one of those, and it should have put an empty frame in there. It did. Awesome. So I'll do the same for the conduit. That's not working, and this is now full. Okay, where was I? My internet connection dropped. I forgot it does that. I don't know why. My cable company sucks, I guess, but every day around 3:15 I seem to lose connection, and I haven't been home around that time for a really long time, so I forgot that it happened. So anyway, if we go back over here, we now have a redstone energy cell. I don't remember if I got to that before the damn thing went out or not. So I'm going to do the same thing with this pattern, and I'm going to need a couple of tesseracts to move that stuff around. Look at this. I happen to just have two right here. So let's put that on the back of this guy. I think we're going to need another lever and some liquiduct, because those don't automatically output like the awesome thermal expansion machines. Do I not have any liquiduct either? Oh man. Let's see if I have any hardened glass. I have a fair amount of copper. So let me get this set up, and then we'll call it an episode. This one will work. Apparently I need a liquiduct recipe as well, because I guess I didn't bother to set one up. I probably have some in a chest up here. Nope, don't see it. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is we'll throw the tesseract in the wall, and I have no idea what my other frequency numbers are. So I'll just make it up as I go. We'll call this biofuel. And it's send only. Of course, you don't have to do that when you save the frequency. And let's hide the lever if we can. I think we can put them on the bottom of things now. Let me wrench that. Look at that. Biofuel, baby. Alright. So that's going to go. It doesn't have anywhere to go right now. So we'll have to run up here. If I can get through the door. And actually, I want to put it a little closer to the tank. Let's put it in the wall right here. Hopefully it doesn't flow the opposite direction. Biofuel, receive only. Pow. And look at that. We're getting fuel in our tank. So I'm going to turn off that energy cell, and I'm going to run all the biofuel totally off the bees and see how long it lasts. I don't know how well it's going to do, but I figure it's worth a shot since I don't use it as much as I used to. So that is all I really had in store for this episode. I'm going to leave this running for a while. Let's see how full our ender juice tank is. $30 buckets, not bad. Redstone, we're probably getting more here than we are to that transposer over there. So I actually may turn that energy cell off for a minute. Well, that's got a fair amount. I'll go ahead and leave it how it is. So that's all I had in store for this episode. If I do find the Twilight Forest things, if I can go find some things and bookmark them, then maybe I'll do a little episode and we'll just have some fun with a few safari nets, which I went around and got some gas tiers earlier, specifically for that purpose. But maybe we'll run around with some safari nets and or make a couple of link books and make some portals and put the guys through the portals. As far as the bee tutorial, Generic Bee just posted one today or yesterday, so I'm off the hook for that. You guys can watch Generic Bee's bee tutorial. He's been doing it a lot longer than I have, and he does pretty good tutorials. So that'll do it for this episode. If you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.